So, asking the same question or inquiring the same thing with you as to um, by the time you reached out to the center, for how long had it been operational? Like Will just mentioned that it separated out from the Western Behavioral Sciences Institute and became a center of its own. And so by the time you um, went there, and how was your journey of finding out about it, and for how long had it been working, and when you reached, what all were they doing then?
That question would be appropriate to Will, how long it had been working. I got there in 1979.
Mm-hmm.
11 years.
11 years
Yeah,
ago.
exactly. So I I have been a psychologist my whole life, and I was trained first in Brazil, and there at the university I had a professor who was teaching, I think, statistics, but he was interested in Rogers, and he was studying Rogers' book, and he would go to his little town, and people asked him for help, and he was very impressed how it worked just by reading Rogers' books and applying what were in the books. And I was very fascinated by that, how it worked for him. So and then I became interested in it. Then I finished the university and I got a scholarship from the Brazilian government because I wanted to further myself. I believe that all students should go as high as they can. You go do your master, your doctor, because I was talking to someone the other day because I like freedom. And school really has helped me to free myself. Now I can teach all over the world because I have a degree and I am licensed in California, I am licensed in Brazil, so all that gave me the freedom. So I got the scholarship from the Brazilian government and I went to San Francisco, and I didn't pass the TOEFL at the first time to get into San Francisco State University. And then a friend of mine from Brazil came, Teresa. She came, and she was good friends with Maureen that was related to Rogers. And then I was one day in San Francisco, and she sent me a letter. It was a letter in little papers, and then she put one paper after the other. So I began to read the first paper, and I didn't know who had written the letter. So, and then she began to say some things. And then finally she said, I am here in California. Would you like to come here? Because I am here close to Rogers and all those people. And I said, yeah, I had no doubt. So I took my car, and the next day I was in San Diego, drove the whole way out to San Diego, like 10 hours. And there was, we used to do like a dance in Brazil. They call it, there's a therapy there with dance. We call it psychodance at the time. Yeah. Developed by a Chilean guy. And we had a dance between two people. So when we got there 2 days later was Carl Rogers' birthday. So they invited Maureen and they said that it was okay that we would go. So we went, and at Rogers' birthday we performed the dance there. So that's how I met Rogers.